All right, let's talk about fiber. This is a very controversial topic, and it is one that I think there's a lot more nuance around it. Now, we hear that fiber is essential, that people that eat more fiber are almost always invariably going to have a better health result. And I have some serious questions, and I think there's some nuance around it. So let's get into it. So first claim out there is fiber is what you need if you have constipation. Well, that in fact often is not the case. In fact, fiber is often adding indigestible bulk to your stool. And if you have constipation, fiber has been shown, certain types of fiber have been shown to actually slow down digestive transit time. So that can actually even slow things down even more, which can lead into things like gastrointestinal disorders, constipation, gastritis, dyspepsia, peptic ulcers, IBS, ulcerative colitis, enteritis, or Crohn's from the chronic inflammation that's being seen there. To decrease your chance of constipation-related disorders, research shows that often by eliminating or reducing fiber, that can help significantly. The second claim is that fiber is essential for lowering your cholesterol. Well, there is some level of truth that it can indeed bring down levels of LDL cholesterol. Is that actually good or not? I think that is something that is very much debatable. I think it depends on what your overall situation is. Like I've said before, I think LDL cholesterol is a dependent rather than an independent predictor of cardiovascular disease. And I think we're seeing more and more research that supports that. And so the effect that fiber has on that anyways is quite small regardless. And so I would not rely on that to lower my cholesterol significantly to a point where it's going to make a big difference in cardiovascular disease. Eating enough healthy, high bioavailable food is something that's going to provide probably a much better effect. Remember, fiber is indigestible. It's hard to get much nutrition out of there. It basically is just bulk that we just kind of shove through our digestive tract. All right, eating lots of fiber with carbohydrate-filled meals can prevent elevations in blood sugar. Again, there's just some nuance here. While yes, it tends to do that, if you compare, say, drinking straight apple juice, which I don't recommend, it's pretty much horrible for you, compared to eating an apple, you are going to have a less of a acute blood sugar spike, but the area under the curve is going to be very similar. You're going to get a slower, more protracted blood sugar raise. So the glucose and the carbohydrate still gets in the system. You still have to deal with it. Is it going to make a big difference or not? Again, that's questionable. This is probably the big, fiber protects you from colon cancer. Now, the evidence for this, there is some evidence out there, but it is overall extremely weak. In fact, this 2007 review paper of the literature looking at fiber's role in preventing cancer found that, quote unquote, a strong case cannot be made for a protective effect of dietary fiber against colorectal polyps or cancer. Neither has fiber been found to be useful in chronic constipation and irritable bowel syndrome. So I think its claims are largely overrated. So for better or for worse, fiber doesn't seem to prevent constipation, cancer, or IBS. What about weight loss? And so people often talk about satiety and weight loss, and some of these claims come around the fact that a healthy microbiome requires fiber, and that's going to help you to have better digestive health, and you're going to lose weight. However, research on both fermentable and non-fermentable fibers show that neither fiber gave much of a significant satiety or weight loss benefit. However, eating bioavailable fats, proteins, and nutrients in meat and other low-carb foods often will trigger your natural safety cues. All right, so my overall take with this is, I think when we look at studies touting the benefits of fiber, we have to look at what is it compared to, right? Typically, it is a standard American or some kind of westernized diet, and that's just a garbage diet. And so fiber is often a marker of better nutrient quality. What is the fiber replacing? Well, if you're taking fiber-rich foods and replacing things like ultra-processed garbage, then it's going to have an effect. It's going to have a beneficial effect, just about anything in that situation. Well, I think a lot of times, so we're not asking what the comparator group is. Are we comparing it to someone on a low-carb, meat-rich diet? Clearly not. That those comparisons have not been made. I see in my own day-to-day observations and practice every single day, people that eliminate fiber from their diet often see significant benefits in their health. So we can't ignore those observations. Now, studies need to be performed, and I know that they are in progress right now as we speak, so we'll have more information on this down the road. So stay tuned for that, guys. All right, guys, if you like this, again, do the like thing, do the subscribe thing, do the notification bell, and share this with somebody you think might benefit. We will talk to you guys later. Thank you.